In this presentation, we'll be looking at how to use reinforcement and punishment to change behavior. These are techniques that can also be used by parents in daily life. Behavior modification is founded on operant conditioning. Operant conditioning uses reinforcements or rewards to strengthen desired behaviors and removes reinforcements to weaken undesired behaviors. In essence, to increase a desired behavior, you can add something, which is basically the positive reinforcement, or you can remove something, which is a negative reinforcement. In order to decrease an undesired behavior, you can use positive punishment, adding something, or remove something, a negative punishment. With positive reinforcement, an immediate reward is given when the child adopts the desired behavior. This will encourage proper behavior. Eventually, the proper behavior will not need reinforcement. The rewards used in positive reinforcements can be and should be very simple. Examples could be clapping or cheering, high fives, hugs and pats on the back, praise, offering a special activity, or offering a special privilege. One example would be if the child cleans his or her room without prompting, an expected reward will serve as motivation. Can also create a long-term incentive with the token economy. When the child behaves properly, you can give stickers, award stickers, gold stars, smileys that can be collected and then can be redeemed for a reward. It's very important as you try to modify behavior not to reward just perfection, but also to reward the effort, in particular with difficult or new tasks. Positive reinforcement should be offered for starting the activity, not just for completing the activity, at least at the early stages. There are a number of behaviors that should be reinforced. Being a good sport, completing chores with the tokens and linking this possibly to the allowance, complying with a request right away, helping without complaining, playing nicely with a sibling, playing quietly when the time comes, effort in difficult tasks, in general good manners, staying at the dinner table without fidgeting, which is quite difficult for children with autism, especially when they also have some of the comorbid disorders such as ADHD, and talking about their own feelings. Parents should be mindful of what is called accidental positive reinforcement. Attention-seeking behaviors should not be rewarded by giving the child attention. For example, you should avoid saying, "Stop that, don't do that." Getting attention is the purpose of the behavior, and this will actually act as a positive reinforcement. Misbehaviors must be followed by a negative immediate consequence. By the way, giving in to a child after insistence is also a positive reinforcement to the behavior, and the behavior is likely to repeat itself. Negative reinforcement, on the other hand, are not punishment. They actually involve taking something away. Timeouts are an example of negative reinforcement. Take away the child from the area where the toys or the computer is, and you send them to a room, a cool down room in particular, which is designed to be a low stimulus room. Punishment. Punishment is sometimes necessary, but it's important that punishment be applied consistently. The same misbehavior is always punished. The types of punishment could be positive punishment, adding a chore, or negative punishment, taking the electronics away. Beware that sending a child to a room full of toys may not be punishment at all. So at the end of the day, you wonder what works best. Now, of course, it is the most difficult, which is positive reinforcement. They've been shown to be most effective in long-term behavior modification. A question may arise as to when and how to apply reinforcements or punishment. Some parents use a fixed ratio, for example, asking 3 times and punishing if there's no compliance after 3 times. However, the child gets away with non-compliance twice. Fixed intervals, specific times of the day, for example, may encourage what we could describe as deceptive staging. The variable ratio in which the child does not know when and how much of the reinforcement or punishment is applied can send a mixed message. Variable intervals. This is most effective because it encourages good behavior at all the time.